Hello and welcome to HCG Corporate Designs. In this video I want to show you some very interesting aspects about the world of typography, the world of fonts. Question: can you read this? It's not really possible to read this, is it? But can you read this? This you might be able to read. And here's the whole text. According to a study, the human eye orientates itself towards the top edge of a letter. So if the lower letter half is missing, it's no problem because our brain automatically adds that. This, however, doesn't work upside down, as you've seen in that example now. The same study says that it's no problem when letters are missing inside the word. It's just important that the first and the last letter are still there. I'm sure you know what these words are, right? However, this does not work for every word. Or do you know what these words are? No? Here is the answer. So as you can see, you always have to be very careful when leaving out letters. This is also a nice trend as regards logos. You see the Madonna logo here, for example. There are also some left out letters. And the new logo of the Public Library of Brooklyn. There are plenty of differences between fonts. But the biggest difference, I believe, is between the Roman typeface with serifs and the sans serif fonts without serifs. Roman typeface is very common in print material because it has a very positive impact on the reading flow or the reading process. Because a text in Roman typeface is read quicker by 3.8% on average than a text in sans serif. Sans serif is not as fluent as a Roman typeface and slows down the reading process. But of course you can also use that towards your benefit. This is a photo of a little book by Mercedes-Benz on 125 years of car building. Mercedes-Benz wants the reader to enjoy this book and to read through it slowly. That is achieved by using sans serif fonts, small amounts of information and the text being left aligned. There are also regional differences in how to use fonts. Texts in North America and Great Britain, for example, have a small indentation in the beginning of each paragraph, as you can see in this picture. We in Central Europe, we used to have that a long time ago, but nowadays we prefer the text to be in one line, as you can see in this picture. Besides that, in English text you hardly ever find syllabifications, as you can see in this picture. I think that's because English words are just shorter than German words, but in the German language we can't think of a text without syllabifications. We really need that. Imagine you have a text in the size of 20 point, but 20 point does not equal 20 point. Why is that? Take a look at this picture. You see different fonts here, but they are all 20 point. The size point on the computer is absolute nonsense and tells you nothing on how big a font really is, especially when you want to mix different fonts and use them with each other. There are specific techniques on how to successfully mix different fonts, but always ask a graphic designer who has a good knowledge about typography if you want to use different fonts together in one text. Never do that yourself, because then it all looks messed up. At the end of this video, I want to give you some basic information. Fonts cannot be legally protected, even though some font shops on the internet want to make us believe that fonts are like films or music and worth being legally protected with copyright. But it's absolute nonsense. Those font shops on the internet are a complete rip-off. So, for example, take the Prada logo, the fashion brand Prada, I'm sure you know that. And the letter logo as such is not legally protected because it's not possible to legally protect a font. Of course, Prada is registered as a brand, but not protected as a logo, or the letters are not protected. So the dilemma is, of course, that if you see a nice font online in a shop and you want to use that font, you are forced to buy it and to pay for it. This is the dilemma. We have to pay for something where there is no legal basis to pay something for it. So this really is a dilemma, and all the font designers don't or hardly earn any money with the font shops, because all the money goes to the font shops and not to the designers. So we will see what the future brings, but this is really I think an important piece of information to know, that fonts are not legally protected. It's not possible. If you have any questions about typography, or you need a font scheme for your own corporate design, simply send me an email to office@hcg-corporate-designs.com. If you like this video, please share it with your friends and business partners. Thanks for watching, and see you very soon.